ABC.
CDW is the official technology partner of the PGA Tour and the Champions Tour. They have a big presence out here on site at TPC Sawgrass, advancing the tour scoring systems and improving the fan experience. Well, we're all on site all week with Morning Drive this week, courtesy of CDW and HP. And joining me now is Steve Evans, who's the Senior Vice President of Information Technology for the Tour. Steve, thank you very much for joining us. So just tell me, what is CDW's involvement with the Tour? How does it work?
Sure. CDW is our technology partner, and the most visible place they help us is architecting and engineering our ShotLink scoring system, which is vital to collecting information and then getting it out to our telecasts and to our fans.
We hear a lot about ShotLink powered by CDW. How does that work, and what has ShotLink's impact been on the television broadcast?
Sure. So CDW gets engaged every time we need some engineering help, anytime we need technology. Late last year, we were looking for solutions that were going to put us in a better position to get graphics on the air, and they helped us engineer the right solutions that could get information into the telecast as quickly as possible. ShotLink is now about 14 years old, and it collects a wealth of information, and the goal of the system is actually to gather the information and then help educate people about the game of golf. The tour players make the game look so easy, and the rest of us that play the game know it's not. And so through statistics and information, we're able to kind of show this stellar performance when it may not be so obvious.
How would you describe the revolutionary feel it's had to coverage out here and information we can now get from the guys playing golf? I think it's been in action, I should say, since 2003, and since then really we have a whole new level of coverage we can look at with the PGA Tour.
Sure. So we moved from a solution where we're collecting scores to a solution where we're collecting information about every shot. And so now what we've been able to do is measure the game on a distance basis. And a few years ago we introduced some new putting statistics, and for the first time we could tell the world who the best putters on tour were, and that was all based on how far they were from the hole. The other thing ShotLink's really done to change the game is it's debunked some of the myths of the game. So a good example would be, 15 years ago, there was a notion that if you were not going to hit into a par 5 and 2, you should lay up for a full shot. And within 2 events, we proved that you're better off going for the green even if you can't hit it. And I think 2 years ago, we only had 2 greens that were unreachable on tour because players just tried really hard to get there.
It's remarkable. All the statistics that they've been able to produce has really helped all of us in the media, everyone that covers the game, to really understand the statistics so much further. And what's planned for the future? Is there anything new that we might be seeing, or any new technologies coming forward in ShotLink? Sure,
there is. The behind-the-scenes technology that CDW is helping us with is actually to put up a new Wi-Fi network, which we'll do this summer. That'll help us collect information more quickly. And then over the next year, we're going to actually work on a solution where we're going to erect video cameras around each greenside, and we'll use the video cameras to actually collect data, particularly ball and motion data. So for the first time, we'll actually have data that talks about the trajectory of the ball coming into the green, and we'll track the actual path of every putt. Wow, soon there'll be nothing we don't know about these guys out on the golf course, right? We'll have plenty to discuss. All right, Steve, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it. We're with you until 9 a.m. on Morning Drive. When we come back, John Cook is going to be playing the 10th hole in our simulator back in Orlando. The first tee that Tiger might well be teeing off in his practice round this morning. It starts the back 9. He played the front 9 yesterday morning. Likely to see him out there in just a few minutes. We are on site this week at TPC Sawgrass, courtesy of CDW and HP. We'll be back after this.